broke, no place to go now we got business.
Yeah. Shout out to her. Welcome to Free Game Podcast, y'all, man. It's another episode, another day. It's your boy Keith, man. Got my boy Maya to the right, Big Don to the left.
Coach Don. I taught you everything.
Lil Don.
Don't know about basketball.
Lil Don to the left. We gonna get into the music today, man. I'm in the middle of the day, man. Look. I'm finally hosting, man. Y'all proud of me, man. I'm moving up in the world, y'all.
Man, finally graduated and copped the brick, man.
I done copped a little brick, man. I feel like a whole new man.
Just a 16, man. Nobody cares.
It's all good, man. Look, hey, you can get something off that, man. You can get a little something.
Flip it and you get
You just got to keep moving up, man. Baby steps, y'all. Baby steps. Anything is possible. If you want to host a podcast show one day, do it. All right. So, first thing we want to talk about... We want to talk about Kanye, man. That's what the first thing I want to talk about. Like, Kanye basically took over the whole month of February, not calling it. He didn't want to celebrate Black History. He wanted to celebrate the Black future and Black now. So everything that's going on now and things that can happen in the future for Black people, as far as music, poets, artists, everything like that, directors, everything that's going forward in the future for Black entertainers, entrepreneurs, and everything like that. His documentary, Jeen-yuhs, basically highlighted his whole entire career. His best friends recorded him for 20, 30 plus years, and they showed where he was in the beginning, trying to find himself as a music artist and not just as a producer, and to moving on to where he is now as trying to be a mogul and a billionaire. And in between that, he had his moments of where he had to, deal with his emotional diversity, his mom dying, people calling him, emotional wreck. He's overconfident, and he basically saying there's no such thing as being overconfident. You just want to be confident in everything you do, your craft, and everything like that. So how y'all feel about this documentary? Have y'all took a little glance into it?
Well, of course we had to, man. That's our job. But just to go off your question, man, this doc was, I think it was a mixture of being inspirational, and then also you looking at it as like the third episode was probably the saddest episode. It's just like the downfall of Ye. You looked at Ye, he's like this young buck. Thrive, spring chicken, ready to just, you ready to get that fame, ready to get that fortune, ready to be the genius that he said he was. And then, second episode, we see how he's getting more, intertwined in the celebrity phase, and then leaving some of his loved ones, like the one, Poochie, who was filming. You talked a lot about it. Even though sometimes we was talking about his life, I'm like, man, let's talk about Kanye. But I think
you talk about Cootie.
Cootie.
I'm like, who was Poochie?
Who's tall from the game?
Cootie.
Man. Cool.
Not Cootie.
Shout out Cootie, man.
Cootie. Cootie, I think he did a good job putting his narrative down on just like how him and Kanye fell out. And then the third episode was kind of just, the summary of what happened now. It's like, his mom died, and then after his mom died, it's kind of like his mental health wasn't just the same, bro. Like, it was just interesting to me just to see, like, when he got back with Ye, like, closer to the present, it was just like he had to turn off some of the video because it's like, he said, this ain't the Ye I know, bro. Like, this nigga just talking. He's talking about he did pull. He's like, they took the limbs off, but they growing back. He's like, nah, I was kind of scared. I don't know, like, this ain't Ye, bro. But I think it was a mixture of the two, like being inspirational, but also, man, it's like, once you get there, is this really what you want? Because it's like, it can turn you out.
Yeah, definitely.
How you feel about it, Don?
I didn't check out the last episode, but I will say that it gives you a up close look on like what he went through to get where he is now.
Yeah.
It shows you how hard he really had to grind and fight to, like you said, not be cocky, but be confident in his craft and what he wanted.
Right.
He didn't let, mainstream or the label execs or his whoever kind of box him into just the producer.
Yeah.
There was so much more to him than just making beats. So much to the point that he said, okay, I'm a front it myself. Because they don't believe I'm front myself. And it's kind of not weird. It's greatness, right? Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like a lot of things you don't really know because you don't know the steps and stuff like that. So like when I read Jay-Z's autobiography,
okay,
like he was so far beyond like regular artists. His mind, his whole thought process, his whole perspectives on things was beyond people.
Right.
Like the stuff that he was talking about in the 90s, people is still relevant like now. Mm-hmm. But like inside his brain is so many layers of depth that you won't know until you're able to like read the book or in this case have this documentary to what he already saw. Right. But like you say, you have to believe in yourself. And you hit on a pretty important part, Maya, with him, kind of, I won't say overnight, but drastically making a change in not only hip hop, but the type of rapper, like backpack rap was the shit again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be this corny dude and you getting off, and then also the rapper producers, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those really didn't exist like that. And in the beginning, like he was all about bringing his team and everything like that. And you see, when you got Don C doing this thing, and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that was on that whole tip with him from the fashion and everything like that. But then once you get to a certain level, like you have to keep those people around you. Yeah. Otherwise, you will see you kind of lose yourself because you kind of forget
where you come from.
Yeah. So your moral fiber, like who you are and stuff like that. We saw that happen. Unfortunately, especially like with the death of his mom. He went from dating the AKA. Mm-hmm. To Amber Rose, just drunk out his man all the time. Always, the rants with the Taylor Swift stuff and all that. Yeah. And then the Kim K, and that's a lot of pressure. It's almost similar to a lot of pressure that players have with playing alongside LeBron James. Because the lens is always on you. Yeah. So you with the Kardashians, it's an extra lens on you but for a different reason. So like you gotta change who you are. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's a different type of.
So y'all basically saying like that the fame is to completely change who he was. That the fame, because he basically a mogul now. He a billionaire artist. For years they used to say he wasn't a billionaire, but reportedly he's worth about $6 billion. Most of that comes from Yeezy. You feel like it's a lot of pressure on him to maintain this type of status now, because now he's not just a rap artist anymore. He's somebody who has an influence that can completely change a lot of people's mindset. Like he ran for president one time, you feel me? And he planned on doing it again in 2024.
I think.
So it was like, yeah, I was gonna say, and another key factor in it, in my opinion, with that whole mental breakdown for him, was when he really kind of ventured off into the fashion world and kind of learned insight on who really runs shit. Yeah. And that was the breakdown we saw with Sway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When he went off on pull the keys on Sway. Like,
I'll pull the keys.
how, Sway? You know
You don't have the answer.
You
You
know
know
what
what
I mean?
route though.
It ain't route
It
though.
ain't proud, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody bad at that shit, you know what I'm saying? And the frustrations, it'll humble you.
Yeah.
Like when you think that you here, they let you know, like, we don't care what the hell you got.
Right.
Still gotta come through.
We letting you in here, nigga.
And that just takes me back because he on his song All Falls Down, he even said a line like, even if it's a Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe. So no matter how big you get, no matter how famous you get, how much money you got, you still a nigga.
The old
But that's what I feel like that old Ye was relevant to today's Ye. Like today, old Ye is basically saying like, because old Ye was basically going off knowledge from his mom. His mom telling him like, no matter how big you get, you still this regular person.
Yeah.
Like
and,
you still.
Even with you saying like, yeah, you got Kanye West, you got Kanye, you got
Yeezus.
It's like so many different.
And I think this is answer Keith's question. I think because once you get to a certain type of fame, it's hard to just like manage that. And even when we saw, like his mom was kind of like his manager, so he didn't have those close people like you said, but it's also like his mom, in the place of those people who's not there, his mom was basically his support system. And basically, when she died, it's like that whole support system gone. It's like, I think he also in the doc, Cootie, not Poochie, Cootie. What Cootie was talking about.
Shout out Poochie.
But basically, it was like a week later after his mom's death, and he had this weird ass like quote, like basically like kind of like he was going off, but also it was kind of like, yeah, if she was she'd say get on that stage and rock out and things like that. Like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you get on that stage and rock out, but bro, you just lost your mom. You lost your OG. Yeah. If one of us lost our OG, I know if I lost my OG, shit gonna be different. Like especially you got it in like a manager role that's like you got all over your shit, like helping you figure shit out, and you growing, both of y'all growing. It's like he had his mom in the studio with him, G. Studio session. She the main one saying you can do this, you can do that, and you lose that basically his mindset to just be that nigga that he is. Like Ye thought he was that nigga, and then once he got to that once college dropout dropped, everybody knew this nigga is that nigga.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dame Dash came in. He seen the Wire video. He like, damn, bro, my bad. We tripping. Like we supposed to like. He said I put 33,000. Like it just show you the hard work of Ye, bro. And it's also like you lose your mom that taught you how to do all that shit. That one person.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Yes, you definitely. It's definitely a ripple. It's definitely a ripple effect from losing somebody as important as his mom, who's that significant to him and his upbringing. But what she instilled in him can never be taken away.
Right.
Like that's what made him who he is today.
Right.
The problem, in my opinion, is that during that time he didn't really. I guess from a clinical standpoint, deal with the grieving and the mourning of it. He allowed the music to be his coping mechanism, but that turned him into the Tasmanian devil.
A crazy genius.
Basically, able to make hits, but it's like he not really solving the true problem, which is the grievance. You feel me? Like your mental health is very important. A lot of people don't see that, especially when you feel like you the man, you got all this money, you got all this fame, and I'm finna just keep pushing my career. Like my career is what's making me happy. If I ain't got my mama no more, I got this career.
Like this nigga should never be happy.
Right.
Not be happy.
You feel me? And it's like it's more to it than just like, you know, when you sad, man, I'm gonna just keep pushing. Like they say he didn't stop working. Like, man, it's okay to make the music and let out some emotions, but you also gotta sit down and, man, like you need to just talk it out. You need to talk out how you feel about losing your mom. How do you feel about losing your dad? Like his dad ain't even want him here at first. You feel me? His dad wanted to abort him, and then that's when he started making all those type of statements about abortion, and it's just that's not good. You feel me? Like you gotta, you feel me? Talk from a place of like, I'm hurting, so I'm gonna step away for a little bit and then come back. You feel me? As opposed to like, I'm hurting, so I'm gonna make these statements so y'all can feel my pain. Like you don't want them to feel your pain like that. You want to just deal with your pain and talk about your pain in a different light. But like you said, like the stuff that his mom taught him, it still goes on with him today, and that's what he did for Black History Month, calling it Black Futures Month. What he doing now? He trying to put on a lot of artists. He putting on a lot of artists. How y'all feel about that now? How y'all think where music is going now? What do you think is going to be like within the next 2 years? At least 2.
Next 2 years? I think music is probably at a fast food state. Y'all could probably correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of this shit is you listen to it and then you throwing it away the next day or the next week. Like you ain't listening to it for that long. So this music nowadays is not what was college dropout or late registration or graduation. Is not, The Life of Pablo, which is underrated. All these albums that he had, back basically before, like I say, from college dropout to all the way to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was peak Ye. Like that's masterpiece artists. Yes, he's always gonna be that cold producer. But after that, it's more of Ye just trying to imitate everyone else and then putting his own spin on it. And then everybody else hopping on that. Like Donda, it's a masterpiece, though. It's a mixture between gospel, Christian rap, and nowadays trap music. Like it's crazy. And then you listen to some of these lyrics and things like that, like this ain't the same Ye, but it's still hitting. Like it's still hitting it. Like it's still doing this shit. You listen to other features like Playboy Cardi and shit like that, like nigga, what, like what, bro? I don't understand this shit, bro. Like this shit, like
some people just be talking,
right,
maybe
bro?
just talking.
Like it's not making no sense, and like that's what music is at right now. It's like it's fast food, bro.
You know why it's fast food though? Because everybody freestyling.
Yeah. Everybody
freestyling and not writing. Everybody getting drunk, getting high. I'm gonna just freestyle it, bro. And like, don't get me wrong, some songs do come good when you freestyle. Like it's a lot of good songs that came in freestyle. Juice WRLD made countless hits freestyling a lot of songs, but not everybody got that type of style, that type of talent. I feel like if more people create more bodies of work and actually sat and thought about a song, it won't be as fast food as it would be. So I feel like what music going nowadays is more like I'm just trying to get rich. I just want to get rich. I just want to get famous. I don't care about really selling a message. I just want to be there. I want to be a celebrity.
I mean, the music game kind of switched too, though. It's like we already know, like in Chicago, niggas ain't getting picked off their talent no more. It's about who you know. You know. You an artist. You can tell right now, like. Matter of fact, tell us what you think about, Kanye's journey and shit like that, and just being like a striving artist, and like, how does the game change? Like, what is your journey? Like, how do you relate to it?
So as an artist, so me, I have a homie. His name, Poonie Low. Shout out Poonie Low out there, man. So we make music. We music artists, and we perform. We done performed at multiple clubs and open mics and stuff like that, and no matter where we go, it tends to be the same sound from other artists. They all talking about guns, sex with women, or quote unquote bitches, getting money, all that type of stuff. And most of these dudes they ain't really killing nobody, bro. They probably kicking it with the killers, but they not the killers themselves. So it's just like, we've been hearing this since like 2013, since drill been out. Like drill needs to start dying down. Like, we had it already. Everybody getting older, like nobody ain't really should be supporting this type of style all day, every like we can't hit that. Like what's the body? You feel me? Everybody's story shouldn't be me killing somebody, coming up, selling drugs. Like that's so typical. You feel me? But then you get to artists like me, artists like Puni Low, and other artists out there who tends to talk about. Some people talk about emotional struggle, or being broke. Or some people talk about, what it's like to be a black man or woman in America. Stuff that really matters to almost everybody. You feel me? So it's like that stuff gets overlooked. So you don't want to hear that. And even if we try to make it sound like a club banger, like, Juice WRLD has songs where you like, they emotional, but you can play some of these songs in the clubs. It's like, oh, damn, but you wouldn't know that, like, if you actually listen to the lyrics, oh, dang, Juice WRLD actually was hurting. Right. But I could play this in the club too. But a lot of people don't want to deal with their emotions like that. So they not going to support the artist that's talking with a message. They can support the artist that's talking about X, Y, and Z, money, drugs, and women, and guns. You feel me? So it makes it harder nowadays because that's what everybody going for. Everybody trying to get, like you said, quick. Everybody want to get on quick. Everybody trying to sell a message quick. They just want to get rich. They just tired of being broke. They just want to, I
don't think drill rap going down either though. Pop Smoke kind of changed. Mm-hmm. Changed the sound from the Chicago sound, like the new New York sound of drill rap is like it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's like because it's key. That's another evolution.
I would say that the East Coast got their drill.
Yeah.
Down South got their drill. Mm-hmm. But then also, first and foremost, shout out to those artists that take that time for self-care, like your J. Cole's, your Kendrick Lamar's, that disappear, right? And people are waiting for bodies of work because they're taking that time. That's how you don't lose yourself.
Right? Yeah.
You're keeping people around you, gonna keep you humble. You're caring about more than just
enjoying life
yourself. You know what I mean? Enjoying life. But so you got these different variations of drill, and with that, what's been born is you have this. Well, you already had this kind of like melodic rap with your raw wave. You see Durk hit that up a lot. Kind of getting his feelings a little bit. Polo G, and it's just like on a drill beat, right. But it's getting out there.
They harmonizing on to the beat.
Harmonize, especially Raw. That's all he.
That's all he do.
Them people have me spread.
I've been broke so many times. When
you can sing about you scared to die or a nigga killing you, like that's cool. That's dope, right? But then also I've been seeing a lot of female artists coming out hard.
Yeah.
Swinging. Shout outs to Amaretta, who dropped that.
Sorry, not sorry. She's an artist who's keeping true to the artistry of the craft of rap. You don't hear her talking about bouncing on dicks and all that. She rapping real bars. Most time, a lot of female artists, you gotta take the trainer route. Shout out Free Game Podcast, man. I'm ready, man. You doing your thing.
Or the Lil' Kim route where you talking about sex and you gotta show all this. She ain't coming like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's not allowing people to. I like how she handled the situation with Lotto. They came together and did their thing, but that's true, like artistry. Right. And it's a bunch of female artists. I remember Lady London.
I said you talked about her like last week or a week or two ago. We talked about Lady London, and then the reason why I actually start to listen to more female artists nowadays because I feel like the female artists are thinking more than male artists. Like I feel like they getting more creative and actually putting a story together opposed to like male artists. A lot of male artists nowadays coming up, they just saying anything and just freestyling on top of a raw beat. You feel me? Or they go add some auto-tune and they want to sound like Durk. You feel me?
They got to though. They got to.
Yeah, because it's been changed. You went through the.
You can make a story though, just like women can.
You went through the Soulja Boy and Chief Keef. They kind of changed it. So the Little Mouse, like you have to. I mean, look at in the documentary, like all what he went through to even get his raps out, and he's in the room with all these people, and now you got this platform on YouTube or Instagram, and you could just say whatever, flash some guns, and get enough followers.
Right.
You got your followers up, and now them labels want to holler at you.
But see, think about it like this though. One, that's the fact. That type of route. That'd be the fastest way to fall off, because everybody going that route. So how can you really stand out amongst everybody in the same boat? You feel me?
But you know who ain't fall off.
Ooh.
We can go into that Youngboy.
Okay.
He came in that joint.
Or Chief Keef.
Or Chief Keef. Like, I mean,
Or
Keef,
Soulja Boy.
Keef kind of fell off though.
Not at what point of being relevant? Or
I mean, Keef gonna always be legendary because he is a pioneer. But besides Love Sosa and all that other shit he had, it's a big gap where it's like, and Finito.
he's still gonna drop like a 1 single, 2 singles.
When the last thing you heard from Keef, man? You listen to his new album?
Oh,
you listen to his new album?
I always play the old stuff on.
I'm just saying,
like
though.
whatever the real hot single that he might drop.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, Keef.
He out the way though.
He out the way.
So Keef
Still
is
in the mix though.
Keef make music and he make money and
He's
chill.
doing other stuff too though.
Right, he not like he got businesses and stuff. Like he want to go back to being underground. He ain't trying to be out there. He not Hollywood, which is good.
Let's talk about Youngboy then. Youngboy, for about what?
He been about 4 years. 4 years. He started like he's 16.
And niggas
16,
saying
17.
he top of the game.
So he top of the game because he is the face for the new generation. That's why he the top of the game.
And he young as hell.
He young, the man. He under 25. He average. He can go viral every time he drop a video.
What? I think he's the most viewed artist.
He's the most viewed artist. NBA Youngboy, most viewed artist on YouTube. But that's because our face for our generation. You feel me? Was Herb and Lil Durk and Chief Keef. Those I'm talking about for drill music coming up.
Music probably just
Drill music
Chief
coming
Keef.
up in Chicago. It was Chief Keef. It was Lil Durk. It was G Herbo.
We
It was
ain't
King
talking about
Louis.
just Chicago. We talking about
Yeah, overall.
Even overall,
but you also
you
have
feel
to
me?
factor in that it wasn't as many social platforms that it is now.
Exactly.
So you're gonna see YB on Instagram,
You go see him on
Facebook,
TikTok. You go see him everywhere. You see
Spotify's, everything.
in our 2013, when
Snapchat.
all we had was Snapchat, YouTube, a little bit of Facebook, Instagram.
Snapchat in 2013?
Yeah, it was like 2014, 2015 in high school. Yeah, Snapchat been around for a very long time. But so this is like, but it wasn't popping. You feel me? We wasn't, and on Instagram didn't even have videos. Really, they just had pictures. All you can do is drop a picture on Instagram. So it's like you can really promote yourself as much as you want to. Nowadays, everything is promotion. They got all type Bumble, all type of stuff, all type of apps. So NBA Youngboy is everywhere. So that's what it is. But man, how y'all feel about speaking of NBA Youngboy? How y'all feel about that beef? That beef with him and Lil Durk. Is it really a beef? Is it something that's gonna get them? Is somebody gonna get hurt by this? Is this something that's, you feel me? How y'all feeling about this? Durk just dropped the album today, 7220. You know, highlighting, going back to his roots, talking about, you know, where it started from with his grandma. NBA Youngboy beefing with Lil Durk, the baby hopping in the middle of it. How y'all feeling about that?
I feel like it is real. Once you talk about a nigga dead homie, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
And we know in Chicago, anytime you talk about a nigga dead homie, shit gonna get wild.
Yeah.
I think YB needs to be careful because I think out of all these niggas, he's probably the most hot-headed one because he just basically just like, fuck everybody and it's just me. And
That's most young people.
Right. And
most young people like that.
And who else we seeing like that now? It's kind of like, in my opinion, kind of like Kanye. Like when he was going through all this shit, he's like, man, forget all y'all. I'm still this nigga. Like, it's like those type of raps don't usually end well. I just feel like, man, look, Durk, keep doing what you doing, man, because you know you ain't. Just look. I ain't trying to get wild or nothing like that, but look, bro, just keep doing what you doing. You just proposed to your girl. You just dropped your album. Just stay out the way, man. Like, fuck all this other shit that's going on.
Get into it.
You got a feature with Drake. You know, you doing your thing now, man. It's just like, just do what you doing.
Do your thing, man.
Fuck all that other shit.
How you feeling about that young boy, Lil Durk?
The young Durk, YB, is kind of like the war of the worlds, right? Guilty by association, right? Lil Durk probably has more influence. The artist, like as far as artist goes, he's done more with other artists.
Yeah.
And it has more alliances to other artists. And okay, so here's my perspective on this whole thing. It's like, it's cool with you to make music with another artist and not get sold off into the whole beef bull crap. But if you allow yourself to be attached to music that is degrading somebody else that you're on, then you kind of throwing yourself in that.
So you speaking on the baby? Yeah.
So like, I don't really feel like artists can control like who do what with what, because I mean we see that down south a lot of times. People still gonna get to the bag, but once you attach your stuff to some negative stuff, then you kind of like you can't wave that white flag up.
You should let it breathe. You should let that shit breathe.
Now you hop on the song where he ain't talking about none of that. You cool, but you hop on the song and you on there. You like, oh yeah, well, after this person, woo, and you on the
yeah.
You with them niggas, man. You with them niggas, then. So when they catch you, they catch you. I actually, not to condone it or anything like that, I actually kind of like the take that Durk is actually taking on his whole role and everything like that. Like, people is expect him just to go out there and throw his life away, like with the feds watching. He already under the scope anyway. So like,
I don't respond to shit about Vaughn. He don't.
I ain't gonna lie.
Staying out the way.
Vaughn wouldn't want him to do that either, man.
Cause that's not.
You have like the same thing with Vaughn. Durk is the money.
Yeah.
Protect the bag at all costs.
Yeah. Like,
so his camp shouldn't even be pumping that.
Right.
Period. Like,
they shouldn't even be. And if they is, you need to get from around them. Yo, people. Knowing you worth over 40 million. Shit, if I'm worth over 1 million, I shouldn't be in the streets. Like, I'm worth too much to even deal with anything like that. Okay,
young nigga preach, man.
Like my boy, he got taken out for some street stuff. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. But I gotta keep going, because now I'm taking care of him and I'm taking care of his people. I'm taking care of his kids. I'm taking care of his moms and them. Right. My kids. My other homie kids, I'm taking care of everybody around me. So if I just say, all right, I'm hurt, I'm finna just grab this gun, I'm finna go slide. And if I die within that mix, now the money gone. Where the money going? The money ain't coming in like it's supposed to. So it's like, nah, I'm at this point, Durk just trying to get his bread and stay out the way.
I think
whatever happens.
The baby is wild too, man. Cause just thinking about it, you know, YB done talked about India, Lil Baby, Gucci, disrespected Vaughn, and then he with Rondo. He coined on Rondo, and then what's fool name that got locked up for? Is he out? I thought wasn't he with him or something like that? The one who killed Vaughn.
Yeah, Lil Tim.
Yeah, he was with Lil Tim and all that. That's like, damn, nigga.
Who was the baby? Was
Youngboy.
Yeah,
Youngboy. He was with them. It's like, damn, nigga, what you on? Then
I mean, they signed to his label. So.
But if you think about this, look at it from a street standpoint. Them just young wild niggas, and them the older niggas. Like,
I understand, and I'm just saying the baby is being with that. It's like, niggas gonna look like, damn, bro, like.
Well, if you kind of factor in the baby, he kind of like on a slippery slope. Like he just got saved by Ye with the Donda joint because he had almost got written off. You see him on all over social media beating up his baby mama little brother or brother or whatever like that.
They jumped him.
Hey, jumped that man.
He glorifying popping niggas.
So. He wild though. I don't know why he pulled up by himself.
Yeah. No, they said you wanna know what's crazy? They done said he came with some people, but the people did not go with him to fight. They said he pulled up.
They came at a bowl, huh?
They came to bowl. He said he came in. He came in 10 deep. Only he walked up to the baby, and the baby like, shit, I'm finna beat your ass.
In the middle of the bowling alley,
bro, sliding, folks, sliding. I'm like, bro, honestly, bro, if I'm coming with a group of people, and y'all know this man finna come and fight me. You know his people go jump in. If y'all don't jump in with me, man, all y'all getting cut.
Well, you can sue them people anywhere. You can say making threats, all that. You got your whole security guard with you and everything, man. Y'all,
look, it's kind of hard. I don't know what type of lawyers. I don't know what kind of lawyers the baby got, but them lawyers is working. Them lawyers is working. The man shot somebody and got away with it.
Well, I mean,
so if you can shoot somebody,
what's up to rob them?
Well,
different laws.
This dude just walked up to him, just wanted to fight him.
He didn't walk up to him as no imminent threat. He going off what he said he posted him over social media.
So you gonna fight him?
The baby just got a different
They walked up to him and swung on him.
Yeah, he got a different steez though, bro. He came into the rap game, folks in a Gucci store. You a bitch.
Knocking
Next video, yeah, nigga, we got his ass on the
hands down, draws out,
hands down, bloody. You know, then he got the shit with Dan Lee, and then it's like, bro, we're not promoting.
we not promoting.
Just saying, the baby, folks. I mean, look, man, we gotta do as a culture, man. We should fuck this beef shit.
Man, look,
what J.R. Smith say? Y'all got all these men poured in the hood, man.
Look.
Feed everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck all this beef shit for what? And then another motherfucker might get locked up. Another motherfucker might get killed. Some shit. It's just stupid, man. But
yep.
Take us home, man.
Yes, man. This is a good one, man. Y'all got some good thoughts today, man. Y'all feeling it today, man. I like it, man. But yeah, man. We're going to wrap it up, man. I want y'all to drop in the comments, DM us, where y'all think music is going in the future. Give us like a 2-year span. What it's looking like for 2023 and 2024. Is it going to be fast-paced? Is people going to start coming up with more bodies of work? Is the women taking over the music game? What is it, R&B, pop, rap? Are they going to take over the game within the next 2 years? Let us know, man. Thank y'all for watching, man.
I want to see more R&B. Hey, get me on and Brent Fires, man. Where the fuck y'all at, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah, them was real. They taking their time,
come on, man. We need R&B to come back. But look, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Look, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and all that other good shit, man.
TikTok too. Shout us out on TikTok, man. All right, y'all.